Alright, so let's get looting, right? We already got our quest from Trader Rex over here. And one of the things to keep in mind is to keep your inventory pretty much as clear as you can. Um, the less you have in there, the more you can put in it, right? And in the beginning stages of the game, you pretty much want everything that you find. So let's go ahead and we'll keep one water with us. I'm not going to really worry too much about the food because we're most likely going to find food there or on the way there. So when we do take off and we leave, we do kind of want to be careful because we are going to most likely be approaching areas we haven't discovered before. Want to be careful cutting across yards, things like that. Um, there are a lot of places, yards that look like this, and there will be wild boars, wild pigs, and they will come attack you if you do get within a range of them. As we progress, we shouldn't actually have to worry about things like coyotes, wolves, or dogs for the first few days, but there is always that opportunity. This right here would be a prime opportunity for something like a pig to come after us. So we definitely want to be careful of stuff like that. Now, as we do make our way through, we are going to encounter some zombies here and there, and it is your option on whether or not you take them out. Some of them are going to be sleepers, some of them are actually going to be awake, just like this fellow is right here. So, when you do attack the zombies, you want to make sure that you do keep an eye on your stamina, especially if you're using melee weapon. So, he's not actually dead yet. They do like to fall down on you, and you want to make sure that you see that experience points pop up in the bottom right hand corner. When you see that, that's a good inclination that either are dead. And you can see we did get smacked by her. Timing was just a little bit off with this club. I did use a power swing, so that would be a regular swing right there, and it popped her head. That was on pure luck. And you can actually see that we're getting 600 experience points from her when we kill them, which is actually pretty good XP. Alright. So trash is always a great thing to find. You never know what you're going to get. Finding large vehicles is always another good way to find stuff, but again, it's not guaranteed because when you first start out the game, your loot stage is really low. Alright, so this appears to be our POI. Let's make sure everything is in tip top that we can. See if we can make a couple more arrows. Okay, everything looks pretty good, so I guess let's get this party started. I woke somebody up. Alright, let's go ahead and start the quest. Now, once you start the quest, you do have to stay inside of it. It's going to have a perimeter. If you see that green check mark right there, it'll turn yellow and I believe red, and then you're outside of it. It might actually even be green, yellow, and then it'll just disappear. Alright, so we got him. I gotta watch it because I am used to using power attacks, and that I'm used to using power attacks, it really uses a lot of the stamina. So when we come into a POI, they usually like to lead you into a certain way. Locked. All of these are locked, and if they're all locked, it usually wants you to go in a specific way. Oh, this one is unlocked, so maybe this is the way to go in. So when you enter in a place, you definitely want to be careful. There is a chance that this garbage right here, if you walk across it, it will make noise. So what a good idea would be to have is some frames on you. And when you have those frames, actually have them down on your hotbar. So you can actually do things like this, right? Because there is a zombie right there that we can see. So we can actually get her attention if we can. So if we walk in, she wakes up, and then we come back out to here. You can actually upgrade it if you want to, but it'll buy you some time. It appeared that she wanted to just come out anyway. He wants to come out and play too. He's getting stuck on the door jamb. Definitely a good idea to watch your stamina. Okay. And you can search while you I guess you can call it clear, because all we have to do is find the supplies, and I can actually see it on the map. It's pretty much above us on the second floor, but we do want to get some loot. Right here are some books, so that's some really good. Yeah, it's just going to give you paper. Now if you actually get books out of it, that would be really rewarding. Okay, let's continue looting. I hear more zombies waking up, so most likely we've got to watch that area right there. Just gonna pick up the chairs right now because you can break them down and or scrap the chairs. I will keep the paper for the time being, but paper is not really. It's mainly only used for, I believe, shotgun making. Shotgun ammo. I don't like that mechanic. And I'm out of stamina. So, when you're out of stamina, you run away. There's no shame in running away. The one, he almost seems feral. Alright, we got one down. Alright, that's two. Now we can go back in. Yeah, see, if the frame gets damaged, you got to repair it before you can pick it up. Cloth. There might be hidden plugs in the wall at times. You never know when you're going to find those. Some trash cans can be checked. Trophies actually sell for a decent amount of money. Okay, so we have one zombie right there, still asleep. I don't know if I'd be able to get a good shot on her. Let's see. Actually, we got one right here. If we can take him out. Oop. A little bit premature with that arrow. If he wants to stay there, that's fine. Okay, he's down. So I know there's one more, but there's probably going to be somebody coming from the side. Oh, and we got more company downstairs, so might as well just come over here and take care of this gentleman. Always want to be aware of your surroundings. Now, he can make it up the stairs. I don't know if it's just because he doesn't know how or what, but... Alright, so he's almost down. Alright, get back some of the arrows. Books. Haven't found one book yet. Oh, that scared me. Some things on the floor do break upon you. Another bookshelf with paper. We'll take it. Not sure about going up. Seems like paper is the thing. I guess we can go up. Okay, so when you're on the roof, you definitely want to watch out for birds. There's one right there. Got it. Alright. So birds are nasty. Now if you notice, I'm walking on the edge. As soon as I walk on the floor, all of the zombies on the roof are going to wake up. Like this gentleman right here. Alright, and he's down. Thought I saw one more. And he's dead. So, this is obviously our roof reward. So, not bad. We're just going to take everything. And then we do need our stone axe to break this open. Everything is always good to have. So there's usually stuff like this can be a plug, but again, sometimes you never know. Now, I know we still need to go down. See, there it is. There's our satchel. So if you notice, now we can actually return and talk to the trader. But I'm not sure if we've checked all of this place yet. I think we have, actually. Empty bookshelves, and then these ones are empty. Yep. Alright, so, are you dead, sir? No, you're not dead. Alright, now he's dead. So, non-working vending machine, you can scrap down. You can get some really good goodies out of them. You can find a handgun in a toilet. It is still in the game that way. So let's go ahead and scrap the regular chairs. Alright, we're going to pretty much hold on to everything else. Don't want to go out the door just yet. Backpack. And we'll take that. So over here we got, ooh, a cooking pot. Now we can actually cook. Murky water. And then this is electrical, so we can actually scrap that, get a little bit more goodies. We can scrap this as well. You notice it's got a lot more hit points to it, so it's going to take a moment. Having coffee will help greatly. Alright, so you see we got some forged iron and some forged steel. we're just gonna bust out. There we go. So once out, now we can just head back to the trader. I believe this restocked. Yep. Alright, we are full, but I can't resist this truck being right here because this should be a good loot truck. And it really is a good loot truck. So even though that's very useful, $160 at the beginning of the game is very handy to have. And then we're gonna take everything else because they'll all actually sell. All right, let's head back to the trader. See what kind of more stuff we can get. See if we can get any money from him. What kind of reward we get, and if we can sell any of our stuff. All right. So before we go in, it wouldn't be a bad idea to take what we can, pretty much top off what all the other stuff that we already have. It's better to sell him in bulk than it is to sell him piece by piece. And it is a good idea to shut the doors behind you just to make sure that no zombies tend to follow you in.
State your business, fool.
I actually hear a zombie. So we might actually have to move something out of our inventory because he is going to give us an actual quest reward. Alright, the zombie is outside and the zombie cannot get inside. So we are fine there. Let's just go ahead and drop the sand for right now. Okay, so whether or not you want the reward from the trader is up to you, but you're going to have to take it, right? So, worst case scenario, you can always take the thing that is worth the most money. Alright, so after that, you're not going to actually see that right there. You'll see you can do more quests. Let's do one more. We'll accept that one. Then let's see what kind of inventory this guy has. So when we look at his inventory, this all the way at the right hand side, we will save is called the secret stash, and which is basically going to be his better out of everything. So that would actually be a good one to take a quick glance at. We can unlock some perks that will make his secret stash even better and have more pages to it basically. But his secret stash currently not so great. Doesn't have too many mods or books that actually help us right now. Completing the urban combat volumes will actually take away the penalty for using a silencer. And when it comes to weapons, ooh, he does have a level 4 baseball bat. Now, a level 4 baseball bat to me would be the essential weapon. It's going to be a little bit stamina using at the very beginning, but once we put another point into let's see, what is it? Once we put another point into Pummel Pete, we should be really good. And then by the time we're at level 3, we'll be even better. Put another point into Sexual Tyrannosaurus in between then, and we won't have anything to worry about. So let's go ahead and look back at his inventory, and we'll sell him some stuff now. See what kind of money we can get up to. Oops, should have sold him all of it. Alright, you can see that's pretty much like all of the stuff. Actually, we can sell them those. That's pretty much like all the stuff that we could sell them. We only got 1,200 coin right now. So something like buying the bat is definitely something that you would have to work for, especially by day 4.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
That shouldn't be too much of an issue if that is something that you are actually going to go for. As long as you have that goal of what kind of weapon. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll drop all like the rest of our stuff, right? Because we don't need anything else at this point. See if there's anything that we've already put in there. And if there's not, then we can always put it in there. Now we do have 7.62. Since we have 7.62, having a gun that shoots 7.62 would not be a bad idea. We totally forgot to sell him the relays and the springs. And there's a crawler over there. Let's go ahead and sell them the relays and the springs. See how much more money we can get. Where are we up to now? 1,500. Oh, alright, so we did our first quest for the day. And it didn't go too bad, right? Like, we're still alive. Got a little close at a point in time. But that's kind of the way it goes. And the further you go along, you kind of trade back and forth. At one point in time, you're going to feel overpowered, and then all of a sudden, the game stage kicks up on you, and boom, now you're the weak guy again. And it'll go back and forth, back and forth. So just keep that in mind. The rewards that you get will change all the time from the trader, and obviously, if you put more points into the trader reward system, then you'll get better and more choices of rewards from him. I believe it's like tier 3 from him, or tier 3 on the skill tree. You get two choices of rewards. You actually get to choose two. So that is something to look forward to in the future if you do spec into that. So just keep that in mind. And I will actually see you in the next one.